In October of last year, Justin Trudeau made a stop in Calgary.
You guys all know you're here for the Liberal Party of Canada.
He admitted Alberta doesn't come to mind as a Liberal stronghold, but says he wants to work with Wild Rose country.
Everyone agrees we need to price carbon, and industry is saying, well, just tell us what that price is going to be, and we can build our business models around that.
It didn't make much news. A national paper ran something online, but it became a part of his platform.
What we are in agreement with all parties in the House is that we do need to put a price on carbon. There are different ways of doing it.
And that's what analysts say is at play here. An unexceptional phrase with different ways of doing it, but boiling down to a common meaning.
If he mentions the word carbon tax, he's going to be in political trouble, especially in his effort to win votes in Alberta.
Nowhere does Trudeau use the term carbon tax, but a federal price on carbon can't be anything but, say analysts. The political wordplay comes from the 2008 federal election. Then Liberal leader Stéphane Dion ran on a federal carbon tax to cut greenhouse emissions. The party only got 26% of the popular vote.
This, in my mind, is just a subtle message to his environmental friends that I haven't abandoned the environment completely in the coming campaign, but I'm going to be careful not to fall into the trap that Stéphane Dion fell into with his bold green shift, which cost him a lot of votes.
As carbon taxes go now, they vary by province. Alberta currently taxes emissions off the oil sands, but BC goes as far as to put a carbon tax on the fuel you pump into your car. They add about 7 cents per liter.
There's a need for us to actually, at the federal level, sit down with the provinces and talk about what works for them.
If Trudeau goes beyond what Alberta is already doing, analysts say the next step is at the pump. That wouldn't sit well.
Will it undoubtedly have implications for the economy, right? If you're making people sacrifice the economy at the expense of the environment, I think you're going to run into trouble.
But beyond Alberta, it also questions how Trudeau can keep one of his other promises.
We need to ensure that governments keep costs as low as possible, especially for middle-class households.
Increasing the price at the pump will hit the middle class.
Tax increases for them are not in the cards and not on the table.
It's also an additional tax. Carbon taxes do work to reduce emissions. In 2012, an Ottawa-based think tank showed BC's fell 17% since the tax began. But Alberta's economy is soaring, and many in Canada want to know if they agree that a politician's true policies keep it that way. In Edmonton, I'm Joshua Skurnick, and this is a Sun News Special Report.